It's the Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
19 Tigers. Come on. Set. 70 Timber.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Barrett. A good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Ready.
They'll run once more to JCM. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboys.
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on. Exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Viking 18.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Barrett. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 10th overall. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll run with a the second-round pick from April's draft. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out in the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Hey, smash. 18 cup, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Go, Reed. Go. Come on. Come on.
They'll try the left side. Rhodes. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. The Eagles had 7-4 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After a gain of just 1. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a
19
gain of
tight,
5.
19 tight.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dorrance Armstrong drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They currently sit 1 game over. They're looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. The 20, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The idea here, get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
Washington Commanders first down.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Riggs, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing now is Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jeremy Chin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
60 by 6. Just go.
To the air goes Daniels. That's going to be caught by Rivers. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then dropped just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
70 Lions.
Daniels looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Here we go. Ready.
Set up for the
And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 15, Commanders 10. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? Just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy.
Alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, go.
They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check smash, check smash.
He'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The toss right side. Here's Krosky Merritt. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 69, 19, Charger, 19, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this one is right through. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
$60 Bison. Ready.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
28-yard line.
60 Bison. Ready, right.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
situation here for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 1. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Commanders.
Okay.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
19 Lions. Come on. Come on. Hit. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Lane in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Eagles 22. Commanders 20.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get... And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Line up with a 2-point conversion.
60 Eagles.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Eagles 30. Commanders 26.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's deep. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 26. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 21 yards.
Here's Daniels.
Commanders first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, capable of getting that done.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles take over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. A first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Commanders 34.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10.
6 the Eagles. 6 the Eagles. Go.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Come 19! Come 19! Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
They'll get it inside the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A give now to Bill. This is Krosky Merritt. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
To throw is Daniels. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now Daniels going to keep it. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 41, Eagles 37.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Go street. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
37-yard line.
This ain't what you want.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready, ready. Let's go now. Let's go.
On first down, Rhodes. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even acting and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
They'll run on first down. It's Rhodes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Terry McLaurin. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point try now for Moody. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. No gain on the play there, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 10.
Ready. Liking 18. Go.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Here we go, third and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And this one complete to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's first and 10.
Go. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
70 Lions. Rig alert. 18. Pioneer.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
And the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. On 3rd down, Krosky Merritt. And the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Rig, 65 catch.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Canuck, Dragon 60. Viking 18. Mustang 19. Cub 19. Cub 19. Warrior 17.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 pump, step.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game in the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.